Smaratangscha visheshena nijati shocha nichatam bhaktanam arti bhavastu karpananyam katayate buddhahi. O Lord, please protect me, protect me. Such an internal sense of heartbreak in the devotees, which causes their remembrance in love in all circumstances, or the extension of grace from the unequalled and unexcelled ocean of compassion, Sri Hari, which characteristically causes them to ever remember their feeling of most lamentable destitution, is known by the learned as Karpanyam, surrender and humility. That reminds me of, if I can comment on this, it reminds me of Advaita Acharya really lamenting and calling Mahaprabhu to come and save the fallen souls. It immediately sprung to my mind, and if he is doing this, what of us? What should be our position? Sri Krishna Nama Swarupasya Parama Pavanam Jivasya Dudai Vancha Namnam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrapita Niyamita Smarane Nakalaha Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Idrisham Ihajani Nanuragaha. The holy name of the Lord is the supreme purifier, yet the soul's misfortune is to deny it. O Lord, your holy name alone bestows all the good fortune of the soul, and this is why you have revealed your many different names, such as Krishna and Govinda. You offered all your transcendental potency in your holy name, without initiating any scriptural or philosophical hard and fast rules and regulations concerning time, place, or circumstances, to be observed in chanting it. Dear Lord, in this way you have given your mercy to the living entity by making your name so easily available. And yet my misfortune in the form of offense, Namaparad, does not allow love for the merciful name to be born within my heart. And this is being stated by the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Chandra. He is saying this. Wow. Next verse. Buddha Svarupe Swabhava Karpanyam Param Kariniko na bhavet paraha Param Sochiatmo na chatmat paraha Iti vichintya hare mai pamare Yaduchitam yadunata tadachara. Humility is the natural symptom of the soul in his awakened state. O Lord Hari, you are the supreme merciful, second to none, and my condition of life is the most lamentable, second to none. O Lord of the Adu dynasty, considering this, dispense whatever you deem fit for this sinful wretch. Maya Vasha Jivasya Mayadhisha Kripaika Gatitvam Naitan Manas Tava Katasu Vikunta Nata Sampriyate Durita Dushtam Asadu Tivram Kamaturam Harsha Shoka Bayash Anartam Tasmin Katam Tava Gatim Vishrami Dinaha. This is spoken by Sri Prahlad in the Sri Prahlad Dasya. The only hope for the soul enslaved by Maya is the mercy of the Master of Maya. Durita Dushita Mana Asadu Manasa Kama Harsha Shoka Bhaya Eshana Rava Vasha Tava Kata Rati Kise Haibe Amara Kise Krishna Tava Lila Kariba Vichara. Sinful and wicked mind, full of evil thought, lusting, laughing, crying and fearing, in worldly searches caught. O Krishna, how will I develop attachment to talks of you? How will I ever comprehend your pastimes ever anew. Krishnan mukha chite bodha bhavasya durvalisha parichaya jivaikato chutya vikrashati mat vitrita shishnon jas tvagudaram shravanam kutaschit grahano nityas chapala drik ke kvacha karma shaktir bhavya sapnya eva geha patim lunanti. A game of misfortune, an adverse mentality in the heart aspiring to serve Krishna. Dragged by the tongue towards a taste, by genital to perversion. Needlessly the belly craves lavish food consumption. The skin demands luxurious comforts. The ear demands sweet talks. The nose demands sweet fragrance, as the eye for scenery looks. Like a man with many wives splayed by their demands, thus the mind is dragged by the senses' commands. O dear son of Nanda, this is my situation. How will your sweet pastimes be my heart's contemplation? Prushuttama seva pratino bhaktasya nija lajar arag yogatyatya nivedanam mat tulya nashti patat papatma naparadi cha kaschana parihare hi laja me kim bruve purushottam. The regretful submission of incompetence by the devotee who aspires for the service of the Supreme Person. There is no parallel to my sinful criminal life. Everything that can be conceived of as bad is found in me. O Supreme Lord, I am even ashamed to come before you to petition, please forgive my offences. What more can I say than this? Mangalamaya Bhagavan Nababasir Papinam Atma Dikaraha Kvachaham Kitava Papo Brahmogno Nirapatrapa Kvacha Narantyaneti Etad Bhagavan Namna Mangalam. This is spoken by Ajamil. The sinful revile themselves when they are exposed to a mere facsimile of the all-auspicious holy name of the Lord, Namabas. Who am I, a cheater, a sinner, a defiler of my Brahminical status, a shameless wretch? What is my position in comparison to the holy name of the Lord, Narayan, the embodiment of all auspiciousness? Shri Bhagavad Kripa Daya Brahma Bandhunam Daridriyam Apina Padakam Kvam Daridraha Papiyan Kva Krishna Shri Nekatanaha Brahma Bandhur Iti Smaham Bahobiyam Paryam Bitaha. Shri Sudmana spoke this. The Lord's mercy does not consider the disqualification of even a fallen Brahman. I am the most sinful and destitute. So who am I compared to Krishna, the shelter of the goddess of fortune? He knew I was the unqualified son of a Brahmana, but nonetheless he embraced me. Indeed, this is most astonishing. This is spoken by Sri Sudama. It's Krishna, Gopa, friend. If he's feeling these sentiments, what of us? What chance do we have? Vidahatu api hari sambandhi pashvari janma pratana tadastu me natas saburi bhago bhavetra vanyatra tu vatirashcham yenaham eko pi bhavaj jananam bhutva nishve tava pada palavam. Sri Brahmana, that's spoken by Lord Brahma. Even the universal creator, Brahma, prays to be born as an animal or a bird, if that is conducive to the service of Lord Hari. E Brahma janme va vanya anya kona bhave pashu pakshe hoya janmi tamara vibhave. E matra asha tava bhaktas gana sange taki tava pada seva kori nana range. In this life, as Lord Brahma, or in any other place, if I am born as beast or bird, that will be your grace. My only aspiration is to be with your servants, and in your pastimes serve your feet as one of your attendants. Ananya Sharaneshu Mrigeshav Api Bhagavat Kripa Kim Chitram Achutya Tat Vaitad Ashesha Bandhu Tasheva Anya Nanya Sharaneshu Yadatma Satvam Yurat Rochayat Saha Mrigahi Swayam Ishvarananam Srimat Kirita Tata Pidita Pada Pitaha. This is spoken by Sri Uddhava. The Lord is merciful upon even the animals who have exclusively surrendered to Him. O Lord Krishna, friend of all, in your form of Lord Ram, even the tips of the magnificent crowns of the great gods headed by Lord Brahma were subjugated before your lotus feet. You simply showed your affection for the monkeys. Thus it is no wonder that you are seen to be subordinate to your exclusive servitors, such as Nanda Maharaj, the gopis, Bali and others. And it also reminded Lord Chaitanya dancing in the Jharkhand forest and the animals, the deer, the tigers, all joined together, dancing, surrendering to the Lord. Even the animals can surrender. Such is the potency of the name and His mercy and compassion. Bhagavat Kripula Bhada Mahatmasyasya Tat Kinkaraya Pratanapi Odyatavad Eva Pratyate Dig Ashuchim Avinitam Niradha Mam Alajam Parama Purusha Yoham Yogi Varya Agrayan Ganahi Anyahi Vidi Shiva Sanaka Diyar Diyatam Atyanta Duram Tava Parijana Bhavam Kamye Kama Vritaha. Even to pray for the Lord's servitorship is felt as an impertinence when the glory of the Lord is realized by His mercy. Fie on me, an impure, impertinent, hard-hearted and shameless fellow, O Supreme Personality, simply governed by my whims do I dare to aspire to your servitorship, a position practically inconceivable to great, powerful personalities like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva and the four Kumaras. This is spoken by Sri Yamanujacharya. This is a very long chapter, so I think that's perhaps sufficient. Okay. And you can speak from the Chaitanya Charitamrita because we've got, half an hour left. That is like, whoa, something to reflect on, isn't it? When these great souls are speaking in this way, what of us? They are feeling this. And it's genuine, heartfelt feelings because they are there to teach us, so they have to experience what we experience. This is my understanding. I don't know if that's a correct understanding, but they are aware of that. Amazing. Jai Jiva Prapana Jivanam Ki Jai Jai Srila Bhakti Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Srila Bhakti Raka Srila Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Ram Ram Ram. Could I have the other Chaitanya Charitamrita so I can follow?
Yeah, of course.
If it's
of course.
Like
chapter 7, verse 30.
Oh, no chapter. This is
Yes. First part. And what do they have the whole Sripad? You are doing.
That's the one.
Yeah, but it's 71.
No. They have the volume in there. If you get volume,
Oh, is it not in that one?
No, this only goes as far as chapter 6.
Oh, I see. I'm sure we have maybe later.
Yes, you have the whole. Yes. Anyone.
Okay, so let's see. Wait. Oh no, we went past this. We already. That's right. So. Yes, Maharaj. This is actually jumping ahead. We're in the Adi Leela, but in this chapter, it is like this chapter 7. This is just as a review, because these last few days we've been thinking about Janmashtami and Nandotsav and Srila Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, so we need some review. And these Srila Kaviraj Goswami, he's in the Adi Lila, he's going through the first 14 verses, which are like setting the framework for the whole of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So the first 14 verses, Kaviraj Goswami, and the following chapters in Adi Lila, he is explaining them, going into greater depth. And so now he's reached the verse, which is actually, I think it's the last of these 14 verses, which is about the Panchatattva. Let me see. Yeah, this is the last of these. So in the last 6 chapters, Kaviraj Goswami has been elaborating on these first 13 verses. Now in this chapter 7, he's elaborating on the last of these 14 verses, which is about the Panchatattva. And as an example of like what was the mission of the Panchatattva, what was their activity, as an illustration of their activity in spreading the prema dharma, then Kaviraj Goswami, he's jumping ahead actually to pastimes which take place later in Mahaprabhu's time on this earth, when he's already taken sannyas, and when he goes to Vrindavan, then on his way back to Orissa, he stops in Varanasi. Actually, as I recall, he goes to Varanasi before Vrindavan and after Vrindavan also. So on one of those occasions, he has this grand meeting with the Mayavad sannyasis, and he, of course, completely converts them and floods their hearts with Krishna Prem. So this is like an illustration of the beginning chapters of the beginning verses of this chapter are so beautiful. We were hearing how they're breaking the seal on the storehouse of Krishna Prem. It was sealed very tightly, but the Panchatattva came and they broke that seal. They plundered the contents. They tasted that. They distributed that. But even though they were, as much as they were distributing it, the store was not lessening. Rather, it was always increasing. And we were hearing how patra vichar nahi stana stan. They made no consideration, who was worthy, who was unworthy, appropriate time, place, circumstance. They weren't, proper place or improper place. They weren't considering any of those things. They were just, wherever they got the opportunity to give Krishna Prem, they were giving that. That was their program. So then this meeting of Mahaprabhu with the Mayavadis, this is like cited. I mean, it's really very extraordinary. This, Varanasi it is referred to as Kashi also, or Banaras. It is like the headquarters, the capital of Mayavad. These like very proud and very learned sannyasis, very fixed in their conception. But Mahaprabhu, and in a very clever and very charming way, he conquers them. As I was mentioning when we were going through this last week, Srila Gurudev, he commented once, Mahaprabhu was always on the battlefield, but with humility. And we see how he totally totally conquers and defeats these proud sannyasis through taking a humble position. He enters, he's requested by the Vaishnavas to join this assembly, and Mahaprabhu comes, and they're all sitting very proudly on this high platform, and when Mahaprabhu comes, he he goes to the place where everyone washes their feet. He washes his feet, and then he sits down in that place. It's like the dirtiest spot. And then simultaneously he manifests this brilliant Brahman effulgence, more brilliant than millions of suns. And so these sannyasis, they see this like juxtaposition, like he's sitting in the most humble, dirty place, and showing himself to be so effulgent, so brilliant. And so of course they're feeling like, their hearts are just totally melted, and they're feeling bad, like, how can he do this? And of course they've been on their guard because they've heard about Mahaprabhu, and they know something about his background. They know about his chanting and dancing in the streets and spreading the Sankirtan movement. They see this as a great anomaly, and Mahaprabhu he received sannyas in the Mayavad tradition. So they're seeing him like he's supposed to be a Mayavad sannyasi like us, but he's like totally breaking the protocol. Like a sannyasi is supposed to be sitting in a cave somewhere and studying Vedanta. A sannyasi is supposed to be engaged in meditation and gyan, and so they see him as this like great emotional sentimentalist and breaking their tradition. So they're already like, on their guard, on edge about him. But when he behaves in this very humble way, then their hearts are melted, and then they see his effulgence, and this is not an ordinary person. So it's like their guard is broken, their preconceptions are broken, and they approach him in humble and open mood. Prakashananda Saraswati, the head of the Mayavadis, he personally like goes to Mahaprabhu, please don't sit that. We can see you're a very noble person, great person. Why are you sitting there? And Mahaprabhu says, oh, I'm very lowly, you are all so much greater than me. But Prakashananda, he insists, he takes him by the hand. No, you must sit with us, you are one of us. It's such a beautiful exchange. And then Prakashananda, in like a frank way, like in a sincere way, he questions Mahaprabhu, like, we cannot understand your behavior. I can see you're not an ordinary person. You are a very great person. We know something about your background. You are the great Nimai Pandit. You come from a noble family. You've received sannyas from, one of our own people, Keshava Bharati. Now I can see what a glorious, brilliant, holy person you are. But we cannot accommodate, we cannot understand why you're behaving in this way. Engaging in the Sankirtan movement, chanting and dancing, showing all these emotions. We cannot understand, we fail to understand, and sincerely asking, like, what is this? And Mahaprabhu's response is so charming and so humble. He said, Ami Murka. He said, I'm a fool. My Gurudev told me I'm a fool. You're not qualified to study Vedanta. You just take Krishna Nam. You take Krishna Nam and you will get everything to that. My Gurudev told me that. And then my Gurudev ordered me to chant this name, and then I started to chant. And soon enough, all of these symptoms started appearing in my body, like, crying and perspiration and all of this emotion, my hair standing on end and rolling on the ground, and I started to become a little worried. It's not like I was happy about this. I started to become concerned. So, like, what's going on? So then I went to my Gurudev and I asked him, what kind of a mantra did you give me, Gurudev? Kiba mantra dila gosai, kiba tarbal. What kind of a mantra did you give me? What kind of power does it have? What is it? Japite, hoilo pagal. Like, chanting and chanting, I became mad. I became crazy. And then my Gurudev told me, don't worry, this is a very good thing. We are told in the scriptures that if one will take the holy names of the Lord with a pure heart, then love will quickly arise within his heart, and all of these ecstatic symptoms will manifest. So you are very fortunate. This has been described in scripture. You continue, my dear boy. Don't worry. You're doing very well. And so Mahaprabhu, he approaches these sannyasis in this very humble and very charming way. And then after that, like once he softened their hearts, then there's some serious philosophical discussion. It's very, very, very notable, because, one could come in this like strong, like, I'm right, you're wrong, let me explain why, but Mahaprabhu, he's very intelligent. He knows that is not the proper way to do things. We saw our Gurudev, he also showed that kind of example, conquering persons through his charm, through his love and affection. If we can get that, then we get everything, actually. If one can capture someone's heart, then they have everything else will follow from that. Because you can capture somebody's brain for some time, but it won't last. Gurudev, he made that point once. Thinking can fly. Willing can fly, but feeling, heart, that is something stable. It is something, steady. Okay, so let me see exactly where we were. So they were just about to begin their discussion. Okay, so just back up a couple verses. So Mahaprabhu's, he's recounting, his discussion, the discussion that he had with his Gurudev. 93. Eta boli ek shlok shikailo more Bhagavat sare bole bare bare. Saying this, my spiritual master taught me a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. It is the essence of all the Bhagavatam's instructions. Therefore, he recited this verse again and again. And now this is a beautiful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam that his guru cited to him as like evidence of these ecstatic symptoms being normal in the highest sense. For one who's taking the name with a pure heart, this will be natural. And why aren't we experiencing that? Because our hearts, they're too hard. And that is our offense. That is our misconception. That is our material attachment. So we have to go through some longer process. We cannot experience instant results like Mahaprabhu is demonstrating. We have to go through an arta-nivritti. Mahaprabhu didn't have to go through an arta-nivritti, but we have to go through that interim stage. So this is the verse from Bhagavatam. Evam vrata swapriya nama kirtya jatana raga juta chitta uchai hasatyato roditi roti gayat yunmadavan nrityati loka bhaja. When a person is actually advanced and takes pleasure in chanting the holy name of the Lord, who is very dear to him, he is agitated and loudly chants the holy name. He also laughs, cries, becomes agitated and chants just like a madman, not caring for outsiders. So this is very beautiful. Is describing this natural devotional tendency to chant the Lord's name in love for Him, as an expression of love and a loving connection, a loving relationship. Because a large section of the followers of the Vedic religion, they have this very formal, ritualistic idea, like when there's like ideas that you're meant to take the Lord's name at particular times, at particular functions, but otherwise it's not like a worthwhile thing to do, So like by the arrangement of Yoga Maya, Mahaprabhu, he appears at the time of an eclipse because it is prescribed. That isn't like a good time, to take the Lord's name. So when Mahaprabhu appears, then everybody is chanting the names of Hari. But
they thought by rituals they would get something more spiritual advancement.
Well, there's different sections of thought. You know, some are thinking more in terms of materialistic gain. You know, that they will acquire something within this mundane sphere through that practice. Then there are others who are thinking in another way in terms of liberation, you know, becoming free from this material plane, becoming free from the entanglement, the suffering of this world, but no understanding of devotion, you know, the loving connection with the Lord. You know, and then when Mahaprabhu is chanting Gopi Gopi, you know, these students, they can't understand that this type of mentality they're referred to as followers of the Smriti section. What do you call it? Oh, Smartas. They're called Smartas. Yes. But these students, they can't understand that. And they're saying, we've heard there's some benefit from chanting the name of Hari or chanting the name of Krishna. That has been prescribed in scripture, but we cannot think of any place where it is prescribed that there's any benefit chanting the name Gopi. Like, why are you doing this? You know. And of course Mahaprabhu is very angry about this.
So when the Smartas say there's benefit in chanting the name of Hari, so what would be their goal then? Is that liberation also?
I would think so. I'm not so expert. You know. I don't know if like the more like karma kanda minded people would be included in that category. I'm not sure. But in general, my understanding is that the Smartas, they have this external ritualistic idea. You know, whether that is only pertaining to followers of Gyan or whether it also includes, you know, more karma-minded people, I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so we'll continue. But it is the calculative approach, thinking of one's own gain. That we can say for sure. Nirantar Krishna Nam Sankirtan Kodi, Say Krishna Nam Kabu, Kao Jai Nachai, Gahi Nachi Nahi, Ami Apanai Chai. I firmly believe in these words of my spiritual master, and therefore I always chant the holy name of the Lord, alone and in the association of devotees. The holy name of Lord Krishna sometimes causes me to chant and dance. See, not the opposite, not the other way around. That through this activity, you know, of chanting and dancing, of, you know, then something's going to come, you know. But through that inspiration in the heart, through the real influence and real touch of the holy name, then these external symptoms are coming. Hriday hoite bale. How does that go? Hriday hoite bale, jivar gretchit sabda nache rupe anukan. In Bhakti Thakur's final song in Sharanagati, you know, that, you know, first we receive the name, you know, through the ear, you know, from the Vaishnava, that enters the plane of our heart, and then Hridaya hoite bale, from the heart, forcefully, when it's ready, that name will go to our tongue, from the heart to the tongue, not the other way around. And then Shabda Rupe Nache Anukan. Then the Lord will dance on our tongue. He will make us chant. He will make us dance. And all of these other symptoms will come. Well, it's something we have to bear in mind. We are no doubt sometimes, you know, dancing and enthusiasm, but we are, one way Gurudev said it, we are doing that like thinking like feeling this optimistic mood. One day I'm going to get that. We're feeling some optimism, some joy, thinking that. Not that we're thinking, oh, I got it now. But that day will come, and we have some happiness about that. So the holy name of Lord Krishna sometimes causes me to chant and dance, and therefore I chant and dance. Please do not think that I intentionally do it. I do it automatically. Nahi ami apan ichai. It is not by own desire. It's like happening irresistibly by the influence of the name. Krishna name jayananda sindhu aswadam Brahmananda tarage katodakasam. Compared to the ocean of transcendental bliss that one tastes by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, the pleasure derived from impersonal Brahman realization, Brahmananda, is like the shallow water in a canal. And now we have a quotation from Hari Bhakti Sudodoy. Tvat shakshat karanalara vishudabdi stitasya me Sukhani goshpadayante brahmanyapi jagadguru. My dear Lord, and this I believe is spoken by Dhruva Maharaj. My dear Lord, O Master of the universe, after he sees, he engages in this austerity, and then Lord Narayan appears to him.
Is it the one who went to the forest because he was upset about it?
Yes. Yes. This verse is very nice, and then there's another verse I was meditating on it last night, that famous one where he says, I was searching after pieces of broken glass, and now this jewel diamond has come to me. Stanabilashi tapasi titoham tvam praptavam devam uninja guyam. I can't remember now, but like that. I was aspiring for some position within this world, and in order to attain that, I was engaging in tapasya, in austerity. But now, that's it. I missed the second line. Kacham vichinvam. I can't remember. But now I realize I was actually searching after glass, some broken glass, and instead some jewel has been given to me. Like I was performing this austerity for some material objective, but now the Lord has come before me. I realize that's totally like meaningless and useless and like garbage. And now this jewel has come before me. Something rare jewel, which api deva muninja guyam, which the munis, the devas, is very difficult for them to attain this. Now it has come before me. Now I don't want to ask you for any. I have no benediction. I do not. He's the Lord saying, I want to give you something. He's saying, now I realize I don't want anything. I just want you. Like nothing else is worth anything. So that there's that beautiful expression, and this is also one of his. My dear Lord, O Master of the universe, since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of a great ocean. Being situated in that ocean, I now realize all other so-called happiness to be like the water contained in the hoofprint of a calf. Prabhu Mishtavakya Shuni Sanyasir Gan Chitta Firi Gelo Kohe Madhur Vachan. Very nice. Mishta. We all know Mishti, right? Sweets. It's saying here, Mishta Vakya. Prabhur Mishta Vakya means the Lord's sweet words. He's speaking in a very sweet way to these sannyasis. Very charming and sweet and humble, heart-attracting way. So after hearing the sweet words of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the Mayavadi sannyasis were moved. Their hearts were moved. Their minds changed. And thus they spoke with pleasing words. So Mahaprabhu spoke with Mishta Vakya, sweet words. And now they're responding with Madhur Vachan. Also sweet, Madhur, sweet words. He's speaking to them, he's inspiring them. Jai. Shishi Guru Gauranga Radha Giri Hari Juki Jai. So he's drawing the sweetness. This is what we saw with Gurudev. He's drawing the sweetness from their heart. It was covered over by some hard crust, but he's expertly extracting that, bringing that out of them. Then they spoke with pleasing words. Jai kichu kohile tumi sab satya hoye, Krishna prema se pai jar bhagyo doye. Dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what you have said is all true. Only one who is favored by fortune attains love of Godhead. Krishna Bhakti korui hai sabar santosh, Vedanta na shuno kene tarki badosh. Dear sir, there is no objection in you being a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Everyone is satisfied with this, but why do you avoid discussion on the Vedanta Sutra? What is the fault in it? Aha, now we're getting somewhere. Etta shuni hasi prabhu bolila vachan, dukana manahajari korini vedam. After hearing the Mayavadi sannyasis speak in that way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled slightly and said, my dear sirs, if you don't mind, I can say something to you regarding Vedanta philosophy. Like now he's got to where he wants, the point where he wants. Okay, well we can maybe stop there for today. Okay, maybe a few more verses. Ya shuni bole sarva sannyasir gan, tomake dekhiye jaiche sakshat narayan. Hearing this, the Mayavadi sannyasis became somewhat humble and addressed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Narayan himself, who they all agreed he was. Which is, humorous because the sannyasis, they normally refer to each other like that. Namo Narayana, they refer to each other like that. But they're thinking, he really is Narayan. Tomar vachan shuni jurai shavam, tomar madhuri deki jurai noyam. Dear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they said, to tell you the truth, we are greatly pleased to hear your words. And furthermore, your bodily features are so pleasing that we feel extraordinary satisfaction in seeing you. Like they're getting some rasa here, and they can't deny this is higher than Gyan. They were acquainted with Gyan, but this is something more. They're connected, they're being exposed to his beauty, love, charm. And that is like the highest evidence. Tomar prabhave sabar ananditamam, kabua sangatanahe tomar vacham. Dear sir, by your influence our minds are greatly satisfied, and we believe that your words will never be unreasonable. Therefore you may speak on the Vedanta Sutra. Okay, I'm going to stop there because they have quite an in-depth discussion, so we want to go through it properly. Quite a in-depth philosophical discussion. Sorry, what's that? We're stopping on verse 105, and we started on verse 93. Well, Maharaj is here.
Chapter 6.
What's that? 7. We're about to hear a few words on Vedanta. Continue tomorrow. What time do you go, Maharaj?
I don't know exactly. The flight's at 6 something, so maybe 3 or something after lunch.
Well, do you want to enlighten us with anything?
You're going to Spain.
Oh, Spain, of course, it's sorry. And then coming back? Yeah.
I go from Spain to California.
Okay.
Coming back here.
in November.
And how long are you staying there?
In Spain.
No, in November. How long are you staying there?
Oh, in November, almost 4 weeks.
You will go again, you will tour again through America?
Partially. We went to